Hello, my name's Jake White, and today I'm shooting this video as a guided meditation for Mother's Day. I know as a parent for myself, I spend a lot of time running after my son, trying to catch him. Um, Also, when he cries, I pick him up and I hold him and try to provide him with some comfort. And also, a lot of my attention goes externally towards my child's needs. And sometimes in that process, we can lose the time and the energy to actually pay attention to ourselves and to practice connecting with ourselves and holding our experience and providing the same stress relief and comfort for ourselves that we continuously give to our children. So this practice is going through a slow process of developing techniques for holding our physical experience and then being able to connect with some of the tension that we might be feeling, and also holding and providing some attention, some comfort, some stability for those feelings and sensations in our body. And once we go through this technique, at the end, I'm going to describe how to use this on a continuous basis so you can always be providing that attention and that support for yourself as you're going out and giving to others. So what we're going to start with is just finding our feet solidly planted on the ground, noticing your weight in the chair, finding an upright posture, and then what we're going to slowly do is just begin to close our eyes. And then we're going to just gently begin with our hands and just rubbing them together and applying pressure with one hand on the other. And as you do this, just notice the physical feeling and sensation of the hands. So in a sense, you're holding that sensation and that feeling, one with your awareness, and then also just the pressure of your hands. And you may notice sensations such as warmth, tingling, coolness. You may notice relaxation or openness. And so just really take your time here tracking and following the sensation of the hands. And in meditation, we're trying to find a focal point, a place of consistency. So when we notice going out towards our thoughts, we can just really gently come back to that focal point. So right now, that focal point is our hands. It brings us into the present moment. It brings us back into connection with our body. And every time you notice yourself coming back to that connection, just see it as a small victory in your meditation. And right now, just continue to focus on the feeling, the sensation in the hands as you rub them together. And then we're going to really gently shift our hands to our wrists and forearms, and just applying that same pressure, that same attention to sensation, that same rubbing to this area of our body. And then we're just going to really gently move our hands to our elbows. And then just lay our arms onto our torso as they cross. And this is our first holding technique. And just notice the pressure of the arms laying on the body. Feel the sensation of your hands. And just allow yourself to notice the feeling of that holding. Allow yourself to receive that. You may notice it as comfort, as warmth. You may feel safe or solid. Just knowing that that's what you give so much to others, and now you're taking a moment to receive it from yourself. And then we'll just really gently shift our hands up to our bicep and tricep, and just again going back to that pressure with the hands, the rubbing. And noticing the feeling and sensation in this part of your arms. And then we'll really gently bring our hands up to our shoulders and just feel the arms crossed against the chest. And this is the second holding technique that we're working on today. And right now, just hold that feeling, that sensation. And if you notice yourself moving away into thoughts, again, just really gently come back to that connection. You may just notice warmth or comfort, security, safety, stability. And then we'll just really gently shift our hands to our chest. And again, noticing the pressure, sensation. You may notice the warmth, the breath. And just allow yourself right now to connect with the chest, connect with that heart space. And as we notice more of our physical sensation and we take more time to connect with our body. Sometimes we may be aware of areas in our body where we're holding tension, holding emotions that are more challenging to feel and experience. And so just notice right now, is there an area in the body that feels a little more tense? Like it's holding on a little bit more. And as you bring your attention to that area of your body, just see if you can apply that same holding that you've been doing with your chest, your shoulders, your elbows. See if you can just bring your hands down onto that area where you experience that tension. And just knowing that if at any point the feeling becomes too overwhelming, you can always come back to one of those holding postures. That in this practice, we don't want to create overwhelm, we just want to create connection. But if you can stay with it right now, just continue to bring your awareness to this area. Feel your hands on the body, applying that same pressure. And just holding your feeling, your sensation in this area. And just noticing any changes that might be occurring as you lay your hands here. You may notice more openness, more relaxation. You may feel your breath in this area. You may notice an emotion or tingling or twitching. And right now, we're just holding those feelings, those sensations. And then we'll just gently bring our hands back up to our chest, bringing our attention to the area of the chest. And just allowing yourself to flow towards one of those holding techniques that seem to provide the most support. And so as we land on one of those techniques, we'll just take a few moments in silence to keep noticing the physical sensation and bringing our attention to it and holding it. And then from right here, we're just going to really slowly just begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, just gently opening your eyes. And just take a moment to reacclimate with your space. Just noticing your room, the environment that you're in. And so what I would recommend is taking this practice and trying to utilize it in very simple ways. So if you notice that you're feeling stress or tension, just coming to one of those holding postures and just bringing your focus and attention onto that area of your body and hold the feeling and emotion and provide a little more stability and safety around that physical experience. So thank you so much for going through this meditation, and I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day.